Today we're exploring the best way to transfer your photos from your Nikon Z6III using a USB-C cable or a memory card reader. Which one should you choose? Let's break it down, and I'll try to break down my code. Hello, my name is Vaughn. When I first purchased a digital camera, I was confused about whether I should use a USB-C connector or a memory card reader. Now, this might sound simple to a professional photographer, but to a new camera user, there's a legitimate concern that removing the memory card constantly might create wear and tear on their brand new investment. In this video, I want to help you decide which method of transfer is best for you. I will run a test at the end so you can see the difference. First up, the USB-C connection. This method allows you to directly connect your camera to your computer using a USB-C cable. Here's why you might choose this option. Convenience. There's no need to remove your memory card. It reduces wear and tear on your memory card slot, and you can do a live review. You can quickly review and import photos using software like Nikon's NX Studio or Adobe Lightroom. One downside to this method is that the transfer speed might be slightly slower depending on your camera's USB-C version and your computer port. So if you have a faster processor, it'll be faster. Now let's talk about using a memory card reader. Now these come in all different speeds, so make sure you pick a compatible one. This is a popular option among photographers. Here's why. Faster transfers, it has a high quality. If you get a high quality reader, they often have faster speeds. The battery life, you don't need to leave your camera powered on during the transfer. The flexibility of a memory card reader means you can swap between multiple cards quickly. However, using this memory card reader, there is wear and tear on your camera because you have to take the card in and out to use this. And you can have the risk of damage over time. Okay, now that I've shown you the two methods to transfer your files, let's test them in the real world. I will use my laptop to download some loaded photos to the laptop. For reference, I have a Nikon Z6III with 24 megapixels photos and videos. Photos will load faster than video. Another thing to consider, 24 megapixel photos and 45 megapixel photos will download at different speeds. But for this video, I downloaded them to an average laptop to show the speeds of the different transfer method. And here is a FYI moment. Make sure that when you're purchasing these cables that you get a cable with a USB 3 connector, and these are the ones with the blue, and don't purchase the USB 2 connectors, which are white. The blue are much faster. If the cable is white on the end, it will have slower transfer time, so don't buy that. For this test, I'm using a 64 megapixel SanDisk card, a CF Express card, and it has over 400 photos. If you use the other card in the Nikon Z6III, which is an SD card, then it will be a little slower. First, the USB-C cable connected to the Nikon Z6III. Make sure your battery has a good charge because you don't want to lose or corrupt any files. Now we'll count the time it takes to remove the card and connect the memory card reader to the laptop. Let's connect this Nikon Z6III. So here we go, start the timer. So we're gonna connect the cable. We're gonna take it, we're gonna open that bad boy up, and we're going to put the cable in there. I don't know why Nikon didn't make each one of these separate, but that's how it goes. And next we're gonna plug it into the laptop. Make sure your camera's off before you start. Plug it in, and you're gonna turn your camera on. We're in File Explorer in Windows 10, and we're gonna go to Z6III, see it right there in the folder. And what you're gonna see is you're gonna see two folders, and you're gonna see two card slots, and I have the photos in this card slot, and they're all in DCIM. And all we're gonna do is we're already doing a timer, so we just wanna see how many files there are, and it's populating. And I have 407 files, so I'm just gonna hit Control A to select them all. And then I'm going to do copy. You might have another way you want to do this, but this is how I do it. I also import my photos straight into a fast program that I can call my photos. So my process is a little bit different, but I'm trying to make it simple for the new car users. Okay, so here we go. And next we're just gonna put it in a folder. So let's find a folder for it. And so let's put it on this drive. Let's put it on VH photography. And we're gonna put it in downloads. I'm just gonna put it all here. Do a control. Put it all here. And we're just gonna paste it all in here. And watch it build. And we're steady timing it. And this is with the USB-C cord. So let's see how fast this method is. I'll do a time lapse so we don't have to sit here all day and watch it download. So right now to do 400 photos, it's saying 21 minutes with the USB-C cord. And now you know why you need to make sure that you have the battery full, because it's going to take 21 minutes, so that means your camera now has to stay on 21 minutes. Think about it, if you're doing a wedding shoot and you have more than 400 photos at 24 megapixels or less, then imagine the time it takes to download all of this. And I'll just scroll through that. This is with photos and video, and this is typically what you do when you're like, I'm an event photographer, so typically I would take, some snapshots, photos, and then I would take some videos. Here we have the Nikon Z6III. We're gonna start the timer, and you just wanna make sure that the camera's off before you take the memory card out. And so as you can see with the Nikon Z6II, it's got that camera strap there, and you just hold it up so the memory card can open up. And then you're just gonna take the memory card out, just push it in, and it detaches. And so next, you have the memory card. This is a CF Express, a 64 megabyte card. And you just wanna insert it in here, in the memory card reader, and then attach it to your laptop or PC. And you just want to make sure that the light comes on if yours does that. And it should open Windows. I have it set to autoplay to open up the File Explorer window. So next you're just going to go to this folder, open it up again. Okay, and then we're just gonna copy A, and then we're gonna copy all these files. And we're gonna put them in the previous folder. And we're going to paste them. There we go. It's on its way. And let's see how much faster this is. We'll just scrub through it so you don't have to live through it all. The memory card reader was definitely faster than downloading it from the USB card in the camera. Another thing you want to consider when you're doing with the memory card reader is, with the memory card reader, the memory card will get a little warm, so you want to just give it a couple of minutes to cool down because it may be hot to the touch. So be careful when you eject it. And as you can see, the pitfalls of using a memory card reader and the USB card or different. So depending on how much time you have, if you're cut for time, then the memory card reader is a great option. And also, with the memory card reader is if you forget to leave this at home, you still have this option. You can still use this cable to download your photos to your laptop. So which option is right for you? Use USB-C if you value convenience and want to minimize handling your memory card. Using a memory card reader if speed and efficiency are your top priorities. You don't want to buy a memory card reader like this one that is attached and it's not detachable and it's not very versatile, so don't buy this one. So both methods are great, so it comes down to your workflow and preference. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. And if it helps you be a better photographer and help save you time, that's all that much better. Whichever method you chose, happy shooting and seamless transferring. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. And watch my other videos on other Nikon camera topics.